Ebusiafo, there is a sad news coming through. Now, this is a perfect example of idea ya ne can say wo hu ne say oyonko abodwe say share na onso wape nsuo ediesi wo ho. Sisi ampo de yesi yenka ne saa biom. Sisi yesi yeka ne say hu no say oyonko abodwe say share fa wo abodwe say ko hye nsuo mu mentwen ma ne mba wo so. Obi anim say Burkina Faso, they've been fighting terrorism for some time now. In fact, we Ghana, your neighbors ni na most of them. Terrorists ewo omo mind so. Our more air fighting terrorism. Ghana is the only country nyamiadom yen experience any form of terrorism. But Ghana for eko Burkina Faso eko dija. Ghana for eko Burkina Faso ko find tools eba. Inti enra anopa tutu beye no sorry enye enra chi 2 days ago. And I'm in sa story way. Now a breaking news and nearby you say an unspecified number. Let me read the story. Or say an unspecified number of Ghanaian tomato buyers and truck drivers were killed earlier today in an attack by the Islamist militant group JNIM in the Burkinabe town of Titao. Several trucks were also set ablaze by the militants who reportedly spared the women traders. Ghana 24 any truck drivers wamu free Ghana ako Burkina Faso se wamu ko dija wamu ko ton tools obi enim se sa ade no Ghana for etaye amu ako Burkina Faso ko ton tools e de aba Ghana ba beton amayen omu du ho no enipa bonefo wamu ye terrorist achi Ghana fo ne ku omo emma ne de ye jai womo na so drivers ne mema wamu wo mu no omu ku omo. In fact, I have seen pictures of omo aye ku omo no na semi ya hye omo na sebe imprediasa ase de sebe ya chi aponche a ye toto aponche ne se ye pese ye we ne nam ya hye omo drobe. And you see pictures, I can't show you the pictures, but you see pictures of nipa pan ya hye no. Into 2 days ago, me who story when I said that this story is very serious. I can't just report it to you until say you benya confirmation, because I may be reported at the mamo without any confirmation there. I'll be irresponsible. Story you be saying no, you train. And when you mre, me say the Ghanaian government through the Ministry of Interior at the press release about war confirming muntaka assigning a war confirming say indeed bibi says and I'm who say well then I have to bring you the story. It was a press release to all media houses. The government of Ghana has received disturbing information from Burkina Faso of truck carrying tomato traders from Ghana which was caught in a terrorist attack in Titao, Burkina Faso on Saturday 14 February 2026. The Ghana embassy in Burkina Faso is liaising with the officials of Burkina Faso to visit the attack site for details and identification of Ghanaians caught in the act. Further details would be communicated to the public. Signed, Muntaka Mohamed Mubarak, Minister for the Interior and National Security. This is a big news. And I'm going to talk about Sasemwe, all the angles of what's here Kasafahon, because this is serious. I don't think say okay, we've heard of Mpenyinfo, and I remember 14 years ago, Nyankopon Fani Krensie, a renowned Ghanaian professor, Professor Uno, how he was also caught up in a terrorist attack Kenya. And then now Ghanaian traders are Burkina Faso terrorists for akwakochi omo abomu chese yeku omo yashi omo eku omo kra. We are going to talk about it and all the angles. If ECOWAS ebeye bibia, this is the time I was say ECOWAS for a chance say omo take serious actions. And then your first time wa ha share subscribe and click the notification bell on so. Oya ne sa latest news bi aba on sa ebeka. Na minim it is a sad news there. But the good news is that se utie me na wo ba ana wo fasi bi no person turn of deck no pass year e school ba ko pe your friend Sanctuary College omo dan so man fra wo mo 0537730272 na enije sms sanso kan on say mo amoye nurses a mo pese mo kokko practice e wa brochue no e ya na e ma mo tro exams be friend out nurse ni bia be di announce say exams no ending Sanctuary College for betrayal ama wa pass ye na me sanso kai wo say afi we e wo say wo sha ase say u make money e wo Ghana ha book na that screen is on your friend the Ghanaian investor na book we betrayal investment e wo krom ha so do sika shemu adachi bi be si uye like the Ghana Stock Exchange. If you've not heard, the Ghana Stock Exchange is booming. There's a lot of liquidity in the system and a lot of people are predicting say years to come no the Ghana Stock Exchange, it will make a lot of people money. This is the time to learn how to invest in the Ghana Stock Exchange. Book we betrayal practical step. That's say how to invest in the Ghana Stock Exchange. You can get the book on Amazon. Oko Amazon now type the Ghanaian investor. Obe to me up a book maybe. Ni a shape the aba baby wo bia. There is also a link in the comment box. O click here. Obe to me download the book no. Say wo pay book no ne PDF e wo phone so through WhatsApp. And now pen your English videos through WhatsApp na 055-807-4986. 055-807-4986 and 100 cedis pay. Now, Yanko a year in Sendo. So basically, we all know the story now. I think said this is the time. Munyamokai, the ECOWAS military under President Akufo-Addo. Omoyo imagine say one more they attacking Niger. No? I think that this is the time I was say here activity sa ECOWAS military no. Na omo shase say omo kuntia sa terrorists. For several years, terrorists have been attacking Burkina Faso. For several years, we've heard of terrorist actions, terrorist attacks in Togo, right? Let me search. I want to be sure, right, for this analysis. Let me see. We've heard of terrorist attacks in Togo. Okay. Of course, I think say 2024, 2 years ago, there was a terrorist attack in Togo. 2024, right? Now, let me show you something. I think say this is the time it should have been long overdue. Now so let us look at the map of West Africa. Now, look at the map of West Africa. Osha West Africa map now. Look at Mali. Look at Niger. Look at Chad. Look at Nigeria. Burkina Faso. Cote d'Ivoire. All these countries, okay, I can tell you for a fact, say, terrorist attacks are koso. Right? If you search for terrorist attacks, maybe I just want to make a point across. If you search for terrorist attack in Niger, you realize that, yes, terrorist attacks are also in Niger pen. If you search for terrorist attack, I don't know for Mali, but Oko Malia, you realize that in 2023, Mali appeared on say US Department say report on terrorism in 2023. In 2025, and so there was a story I was say Mali's army is struggling to break the jihadist blockade in 2025. Not just Mali has also been suffering from terrorist attack. Nigeria the bobo yena yenim ehona Boko Haram and the likes what I say Nigeria there terrorism no terrorist groups mienu etumi fight each other kra emomo akunkun omo and so you should tell you say how they a breeding grounds for terrorism. Okay, for Benin, I don't know whether there has ever been a terrorist attack, right? I don't know whether there have ever been a terrorist attack in... Okay, so Benin also has recorded a terrorist attack in northern Benin. Yeah, terrorist attack. What you say now? So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you see the map of West Africa, okay, the map of West Africa tells us one thing. So what I'm saying, and they say, Osha West Africa, utu say, almost, let me be generous, almost 70% of countries are a ben Ghana, no? They've experienced some form of terrorism. Ghana is the only country I ain't experienced terrorism, right? Why is it that we've been silent on something like this? Why is it that it has never been in our news or in our national agenda to sort of come together with these people to make sure we fight this level of terrorism? Because it is as if, say, it has been silently creeping around us. Amaende, akwa could do baby, Ghanaians are now involved. Sa act here, AC, it will surprise you. Say, a bit increase the price of tomato because Ghana ni bi obese wo call Burkina Faso. Akwa fa intus abebiano. And then wamubebo hu ombesuru. Inflation ebe to me ankosoro. For anyone who thinks that this the indirect effect is going to have on us, no. So for all these years, dientia ena ECOWAS military for ewo ECOWAS no dientia ena yanka ye ho ambomu a dedicatedly yanfa resources ambomu a ya anye ya adwen say ye quench us this level of terrorism. It's a genuine question. Because it looks like, say, and you see, I read a post, time call, I'll do a special report on that post, right? I read a post from a Nigerian. Now, Nigerian, Nina Semo Awaka Nuong. Share, Akwa says, and Ghana is the only country. I say Ghana is the only beacon. Ghana is the only country here holding West Africa down. Because it looks like every single country in West Africa, Biano. I think, say, we need to be proactive. I think, say na wo military. Na military no yababe ye meeting wo Ghana. Say nanke ye pese ye de kokwa attack Niger because coup d'etat esi ewo ho a. We can use that same military to fight off these terrorists that are springing up all over us. Yebe to me akwa say we dey emfire ho nanso when the Ghana for eni akwa kokun omo no. Ma mentrel nkrofo na ye kun omo no omfoni aba. I'm not Charlie. Young guy. We over here na ni late 20s getting into 30s. Young guy obi de share. Osha dia na watro e won social media say one day wo betena se na waka say eye ejumaden e na ma na yeye na tre say oyobi ana ejumaden si neni so kokwan so akọ Burkina Faso akọ find tools aba beton ama Ghana for eye ejumaden yekuno young guy yekuno. That is why, under President Akufo-Addo, some of us did not like, say, na, I say, yene Burkina Faso inya kasakasa. Hey, sa, nyonkofa, people they don't understand why His Excellency John Dramani Mahama welcomed the Burkinabe president, Embrana Yeye swearing in. ana nkrofo can say ane we are democracy de ntia na obi a wetu obi efi ade so wo gye no ena de ne ena nipa kro no ono ne Mahama kohyia no no create de ntia na ye omo ka sansem ni na you see His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, it was good. Say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will improve on the relationship and ne Burkina Faso for ewono. I know say people will say and say ye ni omo ewo relationship. I didn't tell say ye come France for bad. That one is a different matter that I don't even want people to talk about because you see if you understand geopolitics, you realize that does not even connect. But I know that a lot of people have called me and they want to do that connection. Say France for military, Ghana ye military, and at the end it is and no say you disappointed Burkina Faso for. If you understand geopolitics, if you understand geopolitics well, that is not even it's a no-brainer in the first place. So I don't even want us to talk about that. But indeed, the truth of the matter is say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will make sure say the relationship Ghana ye ne Burkina Faso for ewono wa build it and the President Akufo-Addo send ya anko yi no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wa build this relationship no. I strongly believe say entokwa nanka eba besi between Nigeria and Burkina Faso no Ghana ebe mu entiana Burkina Faso for releases and Nigerian soldiers na ye chi omo ewo Burkina Faso no entiana Nigerian soldiers no ansana omo beko Portugal o said no omo fa Ghana eba be da Ghana say I strongly believe say Ghana will play the major role in that. I know say a lot of people are not happy with His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ni moves awoye wa Africa sende no wako Nigeria no wako kasa no wako tom say ye nipa baako ende wako tre Burkina Faso for say ye nipa baako metiasie say a lot of Ghanaians are not happy with that. But you see so what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama vision awowa he has envisaged all of these things. Ehune say the best thing we can do for ourselves is to work together. That is why he's going round African countries making sure say at least we have unity among ourselves. So terrorism na ebano. For all you know, all these American government, all these people are one person Africa ye be united no. Omo no mo fandi omo because you ask yourself say ngrofo ejuma be no mo ye. How is it that they have the latest etuo? Sometimes they even have ammunition as saying military for in Nigeria. Fulani for a womo kidnapping nkrofo to me catch military for ne say masa. O military ni ya kan u bullet ama ye no bullet ni to me twa. Omo nya free. And so the best thing we can do is to be together. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is trying as much as possible to create that friendship. I think that we need to begin thinking into activating ECOWAS military. Because we might think, say, terrorists will never come to Ghana for whatever reason. Oh, Ghana for the pempai, but I believe in prayers very well. Oh, Ghana for the nyamebe boy home by Ghana for the pempai, but Ghana for the way. Fair enough. Fair enough. But aside that, no. What of Ghanaians are? Or mobile other countries are sancrofi ewo. It will also affect us. May their souls rest in peace. Montreal, your comment box, me that's it.